So, what is this? Well, okay, so just to warn, this might have ever 17 spoilers in it. I don't know. Um, so if you're not familiar with how this Never7 like the love engine port works, you when you boot it up, there's like a timer, and after a certain amount of time, the opening cutscene will automatically play. So I booted this up, and then like the uh, the cutscene started to automatically play, and then I left clicked, which ended it, and it's like, okay, I better start recording, and then I'll talk a little bit, and the time will run out, and then it'll play, and it just played immediately. So that was actually the first time I saw like the whole thing. I just heard the first couple seconds before I clicked out. That song is called "In the Mood" by I want to say Brent Miller, but that's like a voice actor. That's not the name of the trombone player who's the head of that band that made "In the Mood." Um, I don't remember exactly the name. Maybe I'll say in the description or something if I was able to look it up again. I've actually played that, like the original arrangement, like in school as a saxophonist. And anyway. Anyway. Yeah, there's some Ever 17 potential spoilers there. Which indicates that this author isn't adverse to them, and so this author potentially could put more in here later. So what is this? This is some goofy fan parody of Never7 that I found, and it was made in like February 2001 or something, which is after my Let's Play started actually, and it's a parody apparently only of Kirumi's route. And I don't know what kind of content we're going to encounter here because they didn't have to commercially release this. This is a fan game. So they could put any kind of raunchy weirdness in here and it will end up in my recordings. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Now, it seems to start out like just like the game does, and so you might see a lot of like repeat dialogue. I don't know. I'm just going to try it. See what happens. Why? Could those be my words? Or someone else's? No, right now it's doubtful whether these are even words or not. There's nothing here. No sound, no color, no wind. By the way, there's no background music because they turned it off. If you're wondering. It feels like I'm swaying around in a cloudy liquid. It's not like there is background music for this parody, it's just I turned it off. Now, if there's parody of the background music in the parody, then I'm not going to experience that, unfortunately. I don't know if I'm missing out by turning the background music off. This is certainly not a repeat dialogue. This is certainly new dialogue, so new internal monologue here. It feels like I'm swaying around in a cloudy liquid. It's so cold. With every breath I take, my windpipe and lungs let out a dry sound as if they're frozen. Is this like cycling through all the Infinity games? You got like a line that sounds kind of Remember 11-y there. The heavily dangling palm is clutching onto a small fragment of light. A bell? It's a small sphere. The smooth metal surface shines as it emits a cold light. The bottom was a long, narrow hole carved into it, and a small, dull crimson string is tied to the top. Before long, the bell begins to quickly slip out of the palm. It then slips and falls. I tearfully cling to her chest as my body's trembling gradually intensifies. Yeah, that's not the same as it was. In my arms, I can feel her cold, wet skin. Her thin limbs are stiff. Looking at her ghastly pale, almost transparent cheeks, I feel like she might shatter into 1,000 pieces if I touched her cheek. As if she were a doll made of glass. So some of this is the same. I don't remember it being a clutching of a chest, though. That's why I thought that's a little different. She was already it's been a while since I played this, though, so I might be wrong. She has already stopped moving. She doesn't speak or smile. With her radiance and warmth completely gone, all that's left of her is an empty shell. A completely empty shell. Today is Saturday, April 6, 2019. I've lost her. Why? Only that hoarse voice fills this empty void. This is like, I see where this picks up like after the Kirumi, like you've gotten through the Kirumi. This pack is on a second pass or something. As I wake up, I kick the covers off the bed with all my strength. Still half asleep, I blankly stare at the ceiling. The ceiling looks unfamiliar. It's slanted and made up of several polished wooden boards that are stuck together and equally spaced. These boards were probably built with no space between them. The faint scent of wood lingers in the air. I realize I'm freezing. My body is soaked with sweat all over. I take a deep breath and slowly exhale. The warm scent of wood goes through my nose and fills my head. It takes me 3 more breaths until I reach the point where I can realize where I am. But honestly, who cares? If you're playing this round, then you've played the dark game already. Let's skip the boring parts. Standing in the doorway, I see, who is she again? All of a sudden, she says something. What's going on? She sounds like she's frantically chasing after something. Why? Wait, is the voice acting not on here? Let's see here, options. Sound options. Yeah, voice acting is at 100%. Let's take the sound volume. Let's make the sound effects a little bit less loud. Okay. Not that it matters because, I'm not playing the background music, but whatever. The girl repeats herself. Obviously, I have no clue what she's talking about. And who cares, really? This isn't the Yuka Curé route, so she can shut up. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, now I get it. Or at least I pretend to get it, because I'm not listening. Yes, I'm fine. Yep, uh-huh. You think so? Oh, yep. Huh? I guess there's no voice acting in this. She immediately draws her hand toward her cheek. But then she unexpectedly bursts into laughter. You said that, Makoto. You looked at your face. But looking at your face, you'd think you just came crawling out from the bottom of a grave. Huh? I suddenly realized she's waiting for a response and desperately trying to flub an answer. No, it's okay. The girl interrupts me and continues. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, because this is a fan-created thing, there could be all kinds of stuff in here of this nature. With that, I abandoned the blabbering drunkard to her fate. Accurate description. The time doesn't work at all. The ceiling is quite drafty. The room is rather spacious. Insert further meaningless prose to establish the setting. This is a very accurate parody to describe the opening of Never7, which has, ridiculous amounts of wordiness. Soon enough, the door of the living room slowly opens. The one who comes in is... Huh? Oh yeah, that's right. Come to think of it, I don't think I've heard this girl's name yet. Good morning. I greet her cheerfully. I wait several hours for a reply, only to get none in return. The girl completely ignores me and quickly disappears into the kitchen as if nothing had happened. No, she might not have ignored me intentionally, as it seemed to be an unconscious and natural behavior for her. For instance, if she thought she heard the greeting coming from the TV, then she probably would have ignored it. Having been ignored, I become determined to clear up this good morning issue, so I stagger my feet and head for the kitchen. In an attempt to fix the situation, I face her and try to say good morning again. Good morning. Ohio. Ohio. And just like that, the issue is resolved. Time to leave. But before I can finish ditching her, she slips right by me and returns to the living room. Up until earlier, I had been sitting down on the comfy sofa, but now the girl is sitting where I was in a demure manner. While trying to think about what to say, it's at the point that he shows up, entering the living room while rubbing the sleep out of his eyes. Actually, Okuhiko unfortunately had to be written out of the game due to time constraints. I've been written out of the game, send help. Nope, sorry Oku fans. He will Never7 begin the Kirumi Curé route. The room was filled with a mysterious atmosphere that seemed uncharacteristic. A lone girl was sitting on the floor, clutching her knees. I saw another sitting at the dining table, spacing out while resting her chin in her hands. And that was it, no one else. No one spoke to each other. I don't even think there was any conversation to begin with. It was completely silent. Before long, the girl from the round table notices me. "Ah, glad you could make it," is what she said. That's what she said. You're Makoto-kun. That is Makoto Ishihara, right? Yeah. Oh no, she's going to start talking again. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, Yuka Kawashima. I really don't know why, but blah, 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 blah. Well, anyway, I'm pleased to meet you. Yeah, same here. After saying this, I glanced at the other two in the room. The girl clutching her knees stared at the floor without even moving. She looked as if she were a piece of art made of plaster that had been previously placed in here. The man, on the other hand, did not exist. After that, we barely exchanged a single word and went to our beds. In the end, the girl clutching her knees never said a single word. Instead, she said 2 words because she said good morning to me. Good morning. Still feeling a little embarrassed, Yuka breaks eye contact while playing with her hair. Good morning. Have any of you had breakfast yet? Yuka says this while turning her head to survey the 3 of us. No, not yet. I see. Well then, I guess I'll make some. I think it'll probably take about 15 minutes. Toast's okay, right? Yuka begins to go into the kitchen. At that moment, oh, that's right. I remember something and instantly try to draw Yuka's attention. What is it? There's something I'd like to ask you. Do you smoke? That. What are you gonna do? Yuka comically places her hands on her cheeks, muttering to herself in agreement as she enters the kitchen. If she did do it, then just who was it that smoked? Yuka, Haruka, which one of those 3, 2, is lying? I moan in frustration. if you, yes. If you don't remember, in the original Never7, it does establish eventually who is the one that smoked. I'll leave it to you to remember. Even though Yuka had said it would only take her about 15 minutes, it's been almost an hour. Just what the hell is Yuka cooking in there anyway? It's now almost 11, so it's too late to even call it brunch. While waiting, the three of us decide to wash our faces and change our clothes. Currently, we are watching the TV that's sitting in the corner of the room. There's a show on called Onward. Of course, none of us want to watch this. Unfortunately, this island only has 2 channels, both of which are 24/7 playing of Onward. I don't know, I'm not familiar with this joke. I don't know what the TV show Onward is or what the reference is, but apparently it's some joke, so. My stomach is rumbling. I don't think I can last much longer, both because of the hunger and because of Onward. Sorry to keep you waiting. Finally, Yuka peeks her head out of the kitchen. I've already set the food on the table. Let's eat. At these words, Haruka immediately stands up. I'm kind of surprised. I find it odd that the usually indifferent Haruka is this determined about eating breakfast. I guess she must be particularly starving. Upon arriving at the table, our eyes widen. Our wondrous vision of food rivaling a 4-star restaurant in southern France is gloriously shattered into pieces. Instead, we are greeted by something even better. Chunky chicken. Chunky's chicken. I just love Chunky's chicken. Who doesn't love Chunky's chicken? Let's have a feast. Yeah. Man, we're using this sprite early. Then the doorbell rings for the front door. Huh? Our group has 4 members. Nobody else was scheduled to come here except for us, right? I thought it only had 3. Did you delete one of them? Right? Like an old man, I slowly wobble to my feet and stand up. I take little steps to the front door while hunching over just like 1, 2. I'm an old guy. I decided to put an end to my old guy imitation and open the door. And close the door, right? Oh, how rude. I mutter this and turn around again. I stick my head out the door and check outside it. The girl is still there. This is the Curé route. You can't just say that and you have to say other stuff. As she says nothing, she hands over the pizza receipt. I take it from her and compare it to the nameplate. The nameplate says District 3, House 8, Number 1. And written on the receipt is 381. Huh? I take a closer look at them. District 3, House 8, Number 1. 381. This is the Japanese addresses, which I hate, but managed to deal with anyway. What's this? I don't think there is a 1, but a 7, right? I'm gonna cry. The girl pulls a thin box out of the silver bag. Here's your order. I reverently accept the box before asking her, how much is it? 1,200 yen. Makoto, that is me, not someone else, takes some money out of his pocket and gives it to the girl. After she takes it, bye again. She gives a deep bow before energetically running off. Kirumi doesn't show up again for a bit, so let's hit the fast forward button. Got the scene names, right? Alright then, let's play. You guys rented 4 rackets for the court's manager and forced them into our hands. It's almost blinding how much joy her eyes are radiating. I didn't see the joy in her eyes until I was already a man. By then, it was nothing to me but blinding. Just then. I'll pass. She places the racket she had received gently against the bench. What? What? Yes, because I want to see the ocean. What? I see. Well, that's too bad, but I guess that can't be helped. Just kidding. Anyway, we'll be right there. We'll be right here. What? We? So by we, you can mean me and her. Oh, I have choices. But like, you don't get this choice in the, what? Fine, we'll see what he does with this. Unfortunately, there's no room for player agency in the Kirumi Curé route. Instead, I just stood in place for 8 hours and did nothing. Eventually, I would be awakened from my trance by a very important occurrence. The bell. I heard a loud thud from behind me, causing me to turn around. On a sandy beach is Haruka, who has hit the ground. It seems that she messed up her landing and fell. When I look at her arms and legs, she appears to have broken every bone in all of her limbs. I walk over to Haruka's side, grab a shovel, and bury the corpse in the sand. Rest in peace. Before I know it, I've turned around. I notice that Haruka's somehow still loitering around at the top of the bank. Huh? Wait, didn't I just bury her? So, then why is she still here? I break into a sweat. My head is racked by confusion from my inability to comprehend the situation. While this is happening, Haruka slowly doubles over. She bends her knees and grips the edge of the embankment. Judging from her stance, I already know what's going to happen next. Wait, before I can warn her, she's already in midair. And then Haruka loses her balance and falls flat onto the beach. Once again, her entire skeleton is shattered. This scene definitely happened a few seconds ago. Haruka looks deceased. I walk over to her side, grab a shovel, and bury her once more. Rest in peace? I can't hide my shock. Even more perplexingly, she quickly gets to her feet and moves past me. For a little while, I stand frozen in place, dumbfounded. Oh, whatever, I don't care. I quickly look up to see the red western skies are burning dark red. The red western skies are burning dark red. I did not edit this line for narration. Line of narration. The Never7 writers are just that good at visual description. Now, to think there'd be a cafe here. Yuka says this on our way to the shopping district as we walk on a paved road alongside the coastline. I didn't notice it until she said it, but there is indeed a lone cafe erected by the road. It's a 2-story building made of wood with a blue triangular roof and whitewashed walls. How I somehow overlooked an entire 2-story building, I'll never know. After a little while, we stopped walking as we take in the sight of the cafe, interweaving itself with the late afternoon sky. Huh? Could you be? Huh? I searched for the owner of the voice. It sounded familiar. Came from the back of the cafe. I see a girl standing there with a broom in her hands. She's staring right at us. This girl is... I had the background music turned off. The girl places the broom against the wall and runs over to us. You're the people who ordered the seafood pizza, right? She's the delivery girl who gave us the pizza for lunch. Correct. Hey, since we're just standing here talking, why don't we take a little rest here? Yuka throws her proposition out before I can speak. Everybody's attention immediately turns toward her. Yeah. 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 Kirumi house. Yeah, here we go. About to lay down another track, y'all? Yeah, for you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Right, I'm about to start for real, Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. Here we go for real. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Here we go. Here we go for real. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. I came into the place with a smile on my face. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. 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 Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, here we go for real. Here we go for real. Yeah, here we go for real. Yeah. Mm. Um. Uh-huh. Yeah. Here we go for real. Uh-huh. Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Um. Uh-huh. Yeah. Here we go. No, here we go. Yeah. Uh-huh. Mm. Mm. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Sometimes I like to eat a lot of potato chips. I don't know what that's a parody for. It sounded like a band like trying to track something and like taking multiple takes. So I don't know what that was. I presume that was not just like someone wanted to parody a band making multiple takes. That's a parody of like a specific video or something. There's a specific meme it was referencing. I don't know what it was. What's this? It's rare for Kirumi to, rare for her to, I don't know. The woman behind the counter gives me a welcoming smile as she completely loses her train of thought. She looks like she's in her 20s. Her short hair and apron suit her well. She gives me the impression of being absolutely high as a kite. You said Oni-chan, so does that mean you two are Hiyoko Love Discord server mods? Real fact, check it out. Yep, Oni-chan and Kirumi are true blood-related Discord mods. The girl called Kirumi sticks out her chest and giggles. I don't know if that's really something to be proud about. Actually, it's like definitely not. Huh? Haruka? Is it my imagination? I thought I saw Haruka give the woman behind the counter a terribly flustered look. Then is your sister in... If your sister is the shop's manager, does that mean you two own this? That's not it. No, that's not it, yeah. The woman behind the counter answers Yuka's question before she finishes. I'm sorry, where are my manners? I'm Izumi Morino, and I'm, I forget. This is Kirumi. Her name is Kirumi, yeah. The woman named Izumi urges the girl to introduce herself. Izumi Morino-san and Kirumi Morino, the Morino sisters, huh? Morino? The surname Morino triggers something inside me. Okay, look, how many Morinos are there between the two of you? There's 3. There's Morino, Kirumi Morino. Izumi-san says this with a sweet smile. The gentle grin and her older woman charm causes my heart to start having a bad time. I try to distract myself by surveying the shop. And then there's a bunch more bland location description text. This game is boring. By the way, Kirumi-chan, what grade are you in right now? When I look over, I see Okuhiko talking to Kirumi. I mean Yuka. I see Yuka talking to Kirumi. Oh, Kirumi's a 3rd year. I see. A 3rd year in middle school, huh? You'll be taking your high school entrance exam soon. That'll be tough. You're wrong. Kirumi's not in middle school. She's a 3rd year in high school. Huh? My face twists in shock. Luckily, there will be no further uncomfortable subtext regarding this topic at all, right? I feel the train tracking rumbling. I hear it coming. There's going to be a fatal collision at the end of this route. Mark my words. Kirumi is a 17-year-old after all. Her cheeks pull out in protest. Does she have some sort of complex about her childish appearance? Sounds like some Danganronpa character. Yeah, so... At least she's not pretending to be a... Wait, so she's actually a boy, is what you're saying. At that moment, the door is violently thrown open. We all turn around in surprise. Objection, Your Honor. This character is clearly nothing at all like a Danganronpa character because she isn't mean. The fact that she says Oni-chan is a complete coincidence. That's just the Japanese word for big sis. Her usage of "yahaha" is also a coincidence. It's commonly used laugh in Japanese media to the point that several Danganronpa characters besides that one use it. And furthermore, female characters looking younger than they actually are is a common Japanese trope that shouldn't inherently be used to draw more than superficial comparisons between the two characters. And last but not least, Kirumi's ponytails aren't even that large. Oh, they're using a different Danganronpa character. Right? I don't know which one they're referencing. Because, like, They could be referencing, what's the girl in Danganronpa 2 with the giant pigtails? That's like, squishes ants. Oh, I forgot the name for some reason. I guess they were comparing it to her. Yeah. I thought they were comparing it to Chihiro. Hey, Saki. Yes. No one cares. Well, we know what this guy's opinion is. Due to her descent, Saki has now also been written out of the Kirumi Curé route. Please understand. After Sake's well-deserved demise, Uzumi-san's butts in. Some reason there's an S there. Well then, I'll treat you to dinner tonight, because I like to eat dinner. I'm going to make dinner. Man, a peanut butter bagel sounds great right now. Kirumi doesn't think we have any bagels. Can you check? No. I know what we can eat, guys. Chunky's chicken. Chunky's chicken is my favorite. Yes. Oh, yes. Chunky's chicken is the bomb. Oh. Chunky's chicken. It's Chunky's chicken time. I love some Chunky's chicken. So delicious, so fresh, so crisp. It's where I go for all my chicken needs. Yeah. And it's so easy, you can order online too at www.chunkychicken.com. I doubt this guy paid for the domain name. Is that www.chunkychicken.com? www.chunkychicken.com. That's what I said, Yuka. They'll even deliver chicken to your face. Which delicious piece would you like, Yuka? I'm gonna try this one. Oh, I think I'll go with this piece. But all of them are equally delicious. Hey, Kirumi, once you check out this website, go to www.chunkychicken.com and just check it out. www.chunkychicken.com. And so my first day of generic anime seminar camp came to an end as I smothered myself in breading and grease. Today is pleasantly warm. There's not a single cloud in the clear spring sky. A wind blows in from the sea, bringing in the sweet fragrance of flowers. A white bird playfully glides across the ocean's surface. A seagull. Oh dear, remember 11 creeping in. Or is it a black-tailed gull? Anyway, there's something that's bothering me. If I don't leave soon, the ocean ambient sound effect will end. It's a one-time sound effect, so once it ends, the waves will magically stop making noise, and I will be plunged into silence forever. Except for the background music. In fact, it's probably already happened by the time you were reading this part. Thank you, Never7. Oh, the ambiance came back. Anyway, the sign on Luna Beach's door says closed. Since Izumi-san's had said yesterday that the shop will be closed tomorrow, we'd been expecting this. It's all part of our plan. That's because we all agreed last night to go to the pool together. But we skipped that part. What an incredible source of intrigue and an even better use of exposition. Thank you again, Never7. Please come on into my place. Have you had breakfast? Oh my goodness. The sound effect. I'd like to eat breakfast. It's fine, you already treated us to dinner yesterday. Besides, Chunky's chicken for breakfast is just a bridge too far. Okihiko slouches in disappointment at these words. And when I say Okihiko, I actually mean I did that because Okihiko isn't real. I was also hoping for Chunky's chicken. Yes, that's right. Azumi-san mumbles this. Then over there, gonk gonk. Kirumi comes onto the terrace, sounding like she's forcing herself to recite these words. She looks gonked out. Is something wrong, Kirumi-chan? Yeah, gonk 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 gonk. Are you okay? Gonk. We're gonna call a rain check, Chief. You give going alone, then you're not coming with us, Izumi-sans. Yes? Izumi-sans says this as she pats Kurumi's head. Okay, I guess I figured out Izumi-sans is not actually a typo. So are you saying she's Sans or something? Is this like a Undertale thing? I never played Undertale nor seen footage of it, so I wouldn't get any of the jokes. She accidentally patted Yuka's head instead, but we all humored her by pretending it was Karumi's head. It'll be fine. Kirumi will be fine by herself. Go with them, Oni-chan. We can't because we have to do the Kirumi route in this, so we have to, we can't go to the pool, right? I'm Kirumi Marino, and I'm fine. Kirumi says this very firmly, as if she's forgotten that she's not in the Ace Attorney game. She's not in an Ace Attorney game. Well, if she says so, as for Izumi-sans... Okay. But you gotta hold down the fort, yeah? Take care of Maggie. Of course, Izumi-sans gives Kirumi one last warning before she leaves. We started going to the beach. And then decided to go check on Kirumi instead. You have no idea how much filler I just cut out of the walking to the pool scene. You're welcome. I'll go with you too. Okay. For a moment, Haruka seems to be slightly pondering my words. Alright, I accidentally don't want to go with you. I actually don't want to go with you. Before long, she answers and quietly lets go of my wrist. Okay. Yes, okay. I return to Luna Beach. I take a roundabout path from the direction of Moon Beach to go to the restaurant. Well, I was thinking of trying that, but just as I approach the establishment, the door opens and someone from inside comes out. Kirumi? I don't know why I'm surprised. It literally couldn't be anyone else. Kirumi? Before I can call out to her, Kirumi runs out onto the paved road and turns west. Of course, Kirumi doesn't notice me standing by the wall of the shop. Stealth Makoto is back, baby. Kirumi, even though she said that she had a headache, I instantly chase after Kirumi, and we cut that part out. Except maybe that's what, chonk means. The distance between me and Kirumi is almost 100 meters. If I shout, she might be able to hear me. But I don't try to. Instead, I decide to just stalk and spy on her like a complete weirdo. Thank you, Never7. Past the cherry blossom trees, I come across a park with a great view. At the entrance of the park is a sign written on it with the words Viewpoint Park written on it. Right now, Kirumi is leaning on one of the handrails on the side of the park, and then eventually it scrolls up, but this game decided to not do that as a parody of things. Triple pizza zoom, baby. The miracle happened. The legend has come to pass. I was a little worried, so I tried going back to Luna Beach, but because you weren't there, I'm lying. Since saying something like, the truth is I secretly followed you here, wouldn't exactly be a smart thing to say in this situation. Really makes you think. So you came here looking? Yeah. An awkward silence hangs around in the air. However, geez, you didn't even need to worry at all, huh? Because that was a lie. A lie? Kirumi lied about having a headache. The truth is, Kirumi was a little embarrassed. But keep this a secret, okay? Sorry, I don't really understand what you're saying. Can we cut this scene? That's Kirumi can't say it. She was too embarrassed to wear a swimsuit. Can we cut all of this? Because everyone's are big. Well, you're taking... I didn't really find this as bad as the person who wrote this parody and has all this profanity in it thought it was. So, I mean, gee. Big, what do you mean? They're breasts. Can we please cut this part? Breasts. Only Kurumis are like a kid, so... Cut the camera. Well, I guess that scene's done. Kirumi is still worried about that breast issue. So she's too anxious to go to the pool. I didn't want to leave Kirumi and go to the pool by myself, so we ended up waiting at Luna Beach until everyone returns. You sisters are such good cooks, so do you take after your mother in that regard? Huh, Mama? Yeah, if both of you are so skilled, then I bet your mom's even better. Wrong, you're completely wrong. Utterly and devastatingly wrong. Embarrassingly wrong. So pathetically wrong that you should never say anything ever again. Mama has no sense of taste whatsoever. That's odd. A chef with no sense of taste. That sounds familiar. Well, Miss Marino is someone we don't really know a whole lot about, right? Are you saying that she has no sense of taste in picking Mr. Marino as her husband? Because apparently, people who clone people, you should have no sense you had no sense of taste if you picked them as a spouse. Really? Kirumi just told you to never say anything ever again. Do you think Kirumi is joking? She wasn't. Anyway, in the first place, Mama doesn't cook all that much. Because she's busy with work. Right. Actually, they work together. Papa and Mama, their relationship at work is doctor and assistant. Have you ever heard of Shigezo Marino? Shigezo Marino. I feel like I've heard that name before. Because this guy's played, Never7. Shigezo Marino. Shigezo Marino? You mean the world-famous Dr. Marino who works in the field of genetic engineering? What did Kirumi just tell you about talking? I had to get that out. So in other words, your father and Izumi-san's father is Dr. Marino. Hold on. Kirumi doesn't know these details very well. After all, Papa is Papa and his daughter is his daughter. Think of it this way. Instead of the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, it's instead the apple fell far from the tree. At that moment, I was awestruck. I had hit a milestone in my life that I may never hit again. For the words Kirumi had just spoken were simultaneously the wisest and funniest words I had ever heard spoken in my entire life. Yeah, but I didn't laugh. Little did I know this lass would continue to outdo herself in wit and wisdom over and over for the rest of our time together. But even though everyone says Papa's so amazing at home, he's just a normal dad. After getting out of the bath, he loiters around in his underwear without a care. When he wakes up in the morning, he isolates himself in the bathroom reading his newspaper. And on the weekend, he spends all his time playing with his rodents. Rodents? Well, I guess that's not weird. There's already a lot of people who take care of Roborowski and Jungarian hamsters. Wait, wrong game. Jungarian hamsters? Glad Never7 is giving the best ever 17 character, Hammy, some backstory here. Hammy? Wait, did Jungarian hamsters actually appear in the... Am I getting gaslighted by this? Does this Kirumi say Jungarian hamsters in Never7? I'm getting gaslighted that she says it or not. Says what? Anyway, there will be ever 17 spoilers in this. So if you haven't played ever 17 yet, you don't want to see those. So click off of this video. Oh, but the ones at home aren't like that. They're that huge. As she says that, Kirumi stretches her arms as wide as she can show me. If what she's saying is true, then the rodents seem to be about the same size as Kirumi. Huh? Sorry, let me correct myself. Your dad is weird after all, Kirumi. If I inquire any further, I fear that I'll hear things I don't want to hear. Genetically modified Jungarian hamsters, as they say, are huge, is what you're saying. Seriously, this is all complete comedic genius. How could people think I was going to hate this character? Kirumi passes the afternoon telling silly stories, and everyone gets back. It's been over 3 hours since lunch ended. Yeah. I don't know what happened, but Yuka's laughing loudly like an old lady in a shopping show. Yuka, could you keep it down? And so sorry. Yuka smacks me on the shoulder as a response. The hell's wrong with her? I try asking Izumi-san, who's sitting next to me, about Yuka. Just then. I wasn't. I don't know, man. Izumi-san says this while looking a little disturbed. Ooh-wah! According to her, Yuka drank about 10 odd cups of beer at the poolside. Yuka's that resistant to alcohol, huh? And to think that Yuka's this bad of a drunkard. I'm kind of amazed. Amazed at how good this game suddenly got. Thank you, Never7. Kirumi-tan. You feelin'? Good. After Kirumi had a nap, she got completely better. Of course, I'm the only one who knows those words are a lie. No, that scene did not happen. Yep, that's right. I left the pool, came straight here, and Kirumi was here. No scene in between. Kirumi, pretending to be recovering right now, holds a mug in her right hand with a thin film of hot milk in it. Oh, dash good. Yuka suddenly leans forward and points to the mug in Kurumi's hand. Specifically, she's pointing at it with her index and middle fingers. But the sprite only has index. I have just come up with something amazing. Huh? What you do when you cross Kirumi with milk? What? It's a joke. What do you get when you cross Kirumi with milk? Kirumilk. This probably made more sense in Japanese. Well done, Yuka-san. Really? It's kind of lame if you ask me. Shut up, you potty poopa. It's clear that those two are completely alienated in their own world. While we all recover from the unbridled perfection of Karoo milk, I just want to point something out. I have to cut out so much boring filler to make this even remotely entertaining, but when drunk Yuka and or Kirumi are on screen, I can just leave that banter in with minimal editing. This is because these characters are funny, no matter what anyone says. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Anyway, back to business. Speak of the devil, there was a bunch of more boring filler for the stupid truck scene, so I cut that out. I run over to Kirumi and Redacted, who are walking together and happily chatting. Kirumi is completely happy. Naturally, since I came in the middle of the conversation, I have no clue what Kirumi is talking about. This is fairly standard, considering Kirumi talks like how an alien would think human children talk. I'm actually not convinced this game isn't written by aliens, for that matter. So I try bluntly asking Kirumi, how about what? Happy about what? Just then, about us. Redacted answers, Among Us. Oh, please shut up. That's why Kirumi said she was completely happy. Wow, you're even good with that drunkard? I briefly glance at Yuka, who's walking in front of us. Oh yeah. For some reason, Kirumi gets along really well with Yuka-san. Well, it certainly did look that way. Looks like good characters gravitate towards each other. And you know what? Kirumi has been here the whole time since spring break began. So Kirumi was getting a little tired of just being alone with Oni-chan. Can Kirumi be honest with you? Until you guys came yesterday, Kirumi just wanted to go home. What? If that's the case, then you should have called out to me. I see, now that she mentioned it, Redacted came here because of her February exam break. Kirumi would never call out to you. No one would ever call out to you. In fact, I hated Redacted so much I'm not even going to cover the scene where she falls into the water. Spoilers. I just pretend she fell and drowned and died because no one cares about her. Well, very opinionated here. I mean, I found her route somewhat more entertaining than the others because at least it was Mokoto actually trying to, get the girl, as opposed to, the girl just kind of falls on him. Everyone seems to be at ease with the... Oh, he's on the way back. At least it was like Makoto looking at her and be like, oh, she's hot. Let's try to get her. Everyone seems to be at ease on the way back. I guess you could say that the tension in the atmosphere somehow unwinded. Everyone seems to be relieved Redacted is dead. Dead again, that is. At least until I get bored and write her back in so I can kill her again. When we all return to Luna Beach, we casually relax on the open terrace and continue to chat. We mainly talk about what we were all thinking and doing when Redacted was swallowed by that monstrous wave and praising Izumi-sans for her heroic act of pushing Redacted back into the water right when she was about to escape. Izumi-sans is unaware of all the compliments she's receiving due to her current state of mind. In fact, I'm not sure she's aware of anything at all. After dinner, we all come down to Luna Beach and sit down in a circle. We don't really have a reason for doing so. It's just that the moon is so blue tonight. Wait, what? Hey, duders, you wanna hear a scary? Do you wanna hear a story? And then Izumi-sans, lit by the pale moonlight, begins telling a story in a slow, quiet voice. None of us actually responded to her question, and no one really wanted to hear her story, but we humored her. Okay, guys, so there's this real, okay? This one's real, okay? This is real, and it's true, yeah? So, if you walk down the beach a bit, you're gonna see, this big old mountain, right? And if you go to the top of it, there's, a haunted house. Actually, a haunted house is, the wrong word for the thing I'm thinking of. It's like whatever, it's like a thing. Point is, it's like a building that is scary. And that building, it's called Shiki Omori. No, I have not played that game. I don't know if it's any good. It doesn't seem like something I would be going for, but whatever. At least I've heard of it. Wait, no, it was Shiki no Omori. Wait. No. No. Okay, no, I messed up. Okay, I'm gonna start again. So there's this mountain. No, it was a hill. I messed that part up too. On top of that hill was a shrine. That's the word I was searching gandering for. Yeah, an evil shrine. It's called like Shakai no More. I don't know. It doesn't matter. The Shaki no Mori shrine was built by dudes. I don't know who. Doesn't matter either. Anyway, they built it so that they could worship the demon god. Wait, no, that was the god of demons, I think. No, the demon god, I think. Is there even a difference? I don't know. So anyway, so in order to appease the devil dude god, you had to, like, do stuff. So you had to kill people, ooh. But, like, you had to kill them in the shrine, or sacrifice them, or, like, doesn't count, I guess. So you kill a guy outside the shrine, just like, that ain't no sacrifice. That's just murder. And then you go to jail. Or you just get beat up by the cops. Probably that one, actually. That's the more likely one. And, so this is where y'all were. We all turned to find a girl running towards us, kicking up white clouds of sand as she moves across the beach. Kirumi? Hey, what were you talking about just now? Why are you all sitting in a circle down here? Could it be that you were performing a UFO summoning ritual? What? Not quite. It's not UFOs, it's a ghost story. UFOs and ghosts are not even remotely similar. What if we are ghost aliens? It seems like Kirumi loves these kind of stories, as her eyes light up as she sits down on a sandy beach. Well then, Izumi-sans, will you continue? Yes. However, for some reason, Izumi-sans doesn't speak. She hangs her head down quietly, just staring firmly at some spot on the beach. I didn't add that part, but just her staring at the ground silently is vanilla Never7. She is totally a stoner, I'm telling you. Izumi-sans. Upon hearing Yuka's coaxing voice, Izumi-sans finally breaks out of her stupor and slowly raises her head. What? You were supposed to be finishing the story. I see, Look, I'm gonna be honest, I completely forgot what I was talking about. You should, just don't go there. Otherwise you'll definitely die, that's all that. Killed by ghosts and stuff, or demons, I guess. Whatever. The cold night's wind stirs the beach's sands. Every few seconds, the lighthouse's revolving beacon passes through the deep blue darkness. The perpetual continuing sound of the waves still echoes solemnly. Hey guys. Kirumi wants to go check out that so-called Shiki no Mori shrine, and see if the rumors are true or not. Somehow, Kirumi can pronounce it right. Well, it sounds kind of fun, doesn't it? Just then, Kirumi, what did you just say 5 seconds ago? Izumi-sans admonishing Kirumi with an unusually serious expression. It actually looks like she's paying attention to what's going on. Well, what about the ghosts and the murder and stuff? I was trying to be spooky and it didn't even work. Kirumi understands, but if we look at it from a distance, then don't make me get Maggie to tell you off. No, please don't do. Please, not that. Hey, it's me, Maggie. With a suave motion, Izumi-san pulls out a stuffed doll and begins a flawless ventriloquy act. I'm Maggie, and I think you shouldn't go to the shrine. Please stop, Kirumi is so ashamed. Please promise Maggie that Kirumi won't go to the shrine, okay? Okay, fine, Kirumi won't go. Please stop being embarrassing. Honestly speaking, there's no reason behind Izumi-san's being so upset. Regardless, as an outsider, her words have such a threatening, coercive feeling to them that is so terrifying that it makes me tremble with fear. I presume that Maggie was a reference to something that I didn't get. Is the Shiki no Mori shrine really that dangerous? It's a bit hard for me to understand. Well then, good night, Izumi-sans, Kirumi-chan. Oh, I almost forgot. Kirumi comes out again, throwing open the door with all her might. Kirumi has also decided to call me Makoto-kun. Call Makoto-kun Oni-chan from now on. A girl who doesn't have a brother could call someone who is like a brother Oni-chan. Someone who's like a brother? Me? Yes, like a brother. Like a brother. Like a brother. Understand. Got it. Before I realize it, I'm following her lead. For some mysterious reason, when she keeps calling me Oni-chan, Oni-chan, I really feel like an older brother. Could this be that so-called power of suggestion that I've heard about? I feel the train tracks rumbling. They are rumbling under my feet, and yet I am just standing on the tracks waiting. I mean, this is peanuts compared to the Coco train tracks, sir. It argues that Coco and Kirumi are kind of the same character. Anyway, geez, none of this really matters. Nothing in Never7 matters. It sucks. Now go home. When I return to the lodge, I take a bath, and once I'm out, I decide to try inviting Haruka to my room so I can directly ask her about what happened between her and Redacted. I think asking her straight will be the best way. If I tell her what I saw her and Redacted arguing on the pier, then I can settle this right away. What are you talking to Redacted about? Fishing. I want to fish. I need to fish. It feels to me like I'm talking to a recovering addict. Want to go fishing? We are going fishing tomorrow. Okay. Haruka slowly nods. It looks like she wanted to say even more fishing-related stuff. But honestly, I didn't really have a choice in the matter. Looks like I'll be taking a brief detour from Kirumi Curé into Haruka Curé for now. The clear morning light shines in. For once I wake up in eager anticipation. I can't help feeling anxious about what Haruka will do. Will she keep her promise with me or not? Promise. When I enter the living room, Yuka and Kirumi are already there. There's toast sitting on the table. Hi. You sound like you're in a good mood. Right you are. Come on, let's eat and get going. Right you are. You're really phrasing it that way. Pip pip. Cheerio. Good chap. Right you are, lad. Anyway, let's eat. Let's eat. We all began eating the toast, however, because I'm worried about Haruka, it has no flavor to me. Just as I'm about to finish eating, Haruka comes running into the living room. I'm going fishing today. And so are you, Makoto. Yeah, sorry, Yuka, but I need to go. Now, Makoto. I wordlessly stare in shock. Suddenly, Haruka grabs my hand and starts to drag me along as I look at her in surprise. Haruka and I begin to walk, enjoying the gentle breeze. I make an effort to talk about as many cheerful topics as possible. She doesn't respond often. In fact, she doesn't respond to anything at all. She's a woman with a mission at this point. Suddenly, Haruka grabs my arm. Turning my head around, I see her looking at me with a serious expression. Her normally expressionless face is getting increasingly intense, and it feels like her whole body is tensing up. I kept my promise, didn't I? Yeah, you did. I give Haruka a kindest smile I can muster, trying desperately to hide my fear. Yes. Haruka nods. I'm gonna pause right here due to the nature of this. Okay, I'm pausing. This is definitely not something you want someone to walk in on you playing, not because there's anything visually here that's bad, but because it's just so silly, you don't want to have to explain it. Her intense expression loosens up a bit. She seems a little happy. So seemingly pleased by my satisfactory response, the tension in Haruka's body relaxes. It seems I will live another day. Probably another Undertale thing or something. Once we arrive at the pier, I prepare all the fishing gear. Haruka takes it into her hands to teach me to fish. Okay, so first you put your fishing rod's hook in the water. You gotta put something on the hook. My hook is already in the water. That's good. Good start. Thanks. So now what? What do you mean? What's the next step? This is the next step. But I'm not doing anything. Right. You're very accurately described fishing with like the power bait. Yes, if you actually use like a spinner, then you'd actually have to like move it around. You do nothing until a fish tugs on your hook. I see. Yeah, I told you in the original Let's Play, like this scene like almost exactly happened with me and my dad, where we're both fishing at like very near spots, and I caught 8 fish or something of that nature, and he caught 0. I don't know how that works exactly. Do we have to sit here silently while we wait? No. We're allowed to talk if you want to talk. It would be silly if you weren't allowed to talk. So I'll let you talk. So, do you want to talk about stuff? I'll think about it. Okay. So, how about the weather? What? Is that what you call small talk, Makoto? So, how about the weather? We're in an 8-bit mode. Haruka, there is no weather. You know, I'll go back to not talking at all if you want me to be this much of a stick in the mud. Okay, fine, sorry. The weather's good. It's good. Yep. So, was that all you had to say, or? Yep. Oh, okay. So, how's work going? Well, I work retail since I'm in college, so nothing's interesting, really. Working on anything interesting? Haruka, I just told you the answer. The answer is no. There's the brakes sometimes, Dims the brakes sometimes, kiddo. So how's school going? Don't leave old Haruka hanging, Makoto. Answer the question. It's going alright, I guess. Getting good grades? Is that really any of your business? Yes? Oh, okay. I usually get B's, a few C's. That's pretty sad, kid. You should get all A's. Or all F's. It's all or nothing, buckaroo. That makes sense. I thought Makoto got all F's. He flunked everything because he never went to class. I guess he shows up just for the tests and somehow passes them by luck. So how is your schoolwork going? No, you ain't the one making small talk here, kid. Only me. Oh, gotcha, sorry. I can see why you'd want to parody the scene, because the original scene was just Haruka just turns to him and is like, it just immediately brings up the state of nature. Did you watch the game last night? Which game do you mean? Any of them? Oh, I see. Well, I'm not really a big sports fan. Neither am I. That don't answer my question. So answer the question. Well, I thought saying I'm not a sports fan would imply that I don't watch sports. Don't imply, kiddo. Speak. Okay, I didn't watch the game. See, was that so hard? I guess not. Right. I think I caught something. Oh, never mind. It was nothing, just in my imagination. Okay. So, how about the weather, Makoto? You used that line already, Haruka. Well, how about that? Bad? Things like this wouldn't happen if you let me come up with small talk questions, too. Nope. Fine. I want to hear a joke, Makoto? Sure. Want to hear a joke, Makoto? I already said yes. Well, how'd the fish cross the road, Makoto? To get to the other side. Oh, sorry, my joke is so bad that you gotta go and spoil the punchline. You know, you really are the most joyless person I ever met in my whole life. Really such a complete lame butt. Because you wanted to know that. Just wanted you to know that. Lame. That was rude. Well, I ain't apologizing for that opinion. And I ain't apologizing for that opinion. That's okay, I guess. Shut up. Sorry. I got some. This is the one. This is the one. I've done it, Makoto. I have finished. I have fished. I have no idea what the reference is at all. Like this, like headband with a T. I mean, good job, Haruka. Look at this, Makoto. Do you know what this is? It's a fish. It's a fish. I've done it. I've done it at last. I've caught a fish. Good job. So, you want to take this fish and head home? What? You know, you caught something, so we're done, right? Well, no, kid. We keep fishing until we get bored. And by we, I mean me. So sit down and keep fishing, boy. Okay. So, is going fishing usually this dull? What did you say? Never mind. So, that's what I thought. Well, slap yourself and never say something like that again. And so he didn't stop fishing until the late afternoon. I need to get out of here now before I completely lose my mind. When I entered the living room, everybody's already gathered. As for Yuka, right now she is standing by the window fiddling with something. It isn't like her to look so lonely. Yuka, what's that? This? Kirumi-chan and I went to the gift shop after your tennis match. I bought this there. She holds up the trinket with her fingertips to show me. It's a keychain. Attached to it is some kind of big fat Greek cat mascot character that's about as big as my palm. Is that a souvenir for someone? No, I bought it for myself. What do you think of the Nin Nin Neko Pian? Huh? Its name, that's the name I gave it. Why did the parody guy choose this scene? Why couldn't he skip this one? What's the... It belongs to me and you can't have it. Well, I guess it's about time I made dinner. Gonna make some food. Izumi-san cheerfully declares this as she aimlessly wanders toward this kitchen. Izumi-san's, I'll help you out. I think I should make sure she doesn't hurt herself. It's fine if you want to help, just... Anyway, I'm going to make dinner. At least let me help with peeling the potatoes. How'd you know they're potatoes? In that instant, everyone looks towards me. Her glares pierced me like daggers. The overwhelming sudden pressure feels like it's suffocating me. Not again. Not another premonition. But then Izumi-san clears the tension. Potato sounds epic, bro. Thanks for the jam. Like, thanks for the idea. The jammin' idea. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Oni-chan, please don't put any onions in. Oh. Onions sound epic, bro. What? No way. Kirumi hates onions. Hey, don't be so selfish. But, I don't really care if there's no onions. Me neither. Are you fine with it, Makoto? Yeah, it's no problem at all. As long as Yuka's not cooking, it doesn't really matter. Onion sounds too good right now. Whatever, no onion, I'll eat them myself, yeah? Yes. Now come on, jeez. The grumbling at Izumi-san's disappears into the kitchen. I'm not sure what she's grumbling about. She probably doesn't know either. Izumi-san's. Like I was saying earlier, let me help you. I follow Izumi-san's into the kitchen. What? Get out. My zone is my zone, bro. That smile of hers kills me every time. I'm defenseless against it. So okay, obediently reply like a child and return to the living room. I felt like I heard a faint sigh from the kitchen behind me. After dinner, we all thank Izumi-san's again for cooking. Now that the meal's ended, we are stuck once again in an unpleasant silence. Hey, Kirumi, just got a good idea. What is it? There's an old graveyard close by. All good ideas begin with graveyards, yes? How about we go hang out in the graveyard? Are you listening, Oni-chan? Doesn't it sound fun? It sounds like the Day of the Dead, which is fun, yes. Sounds delicious. Gotta love graveyards. Yay, then it's decided. Yeah. Huh, don't tell me you're scared, Ryuka-san. It's not like that at all. Then it's settled. In the end, we decide that we'll go with Kurumi's plan and have a test of courage. The road to the graveyard appears to be west from here. Well, I say road because it's a road. Everyone seems to be enthusiastic and excited about it up until now, and that's all been replaced with nervous anxiety. Only Kirumi seems to be enthusiastic as she leads the group into the forest. Guess she's the only one who isn't a... Yes. Just as I'm about to enter the thicket. Hold on. Suddenly, our fearless leader Kirumi halts. It seems like everyone is about to follow one after the other, but then manages to regain their balance. You see, it seems like Kirumi forgot something at the lodge. Oni-chan, you're going to go with Kirumi to get what she forgot. Bye. Kirumi and I have returned to the lodge. Kirumi looks like she's trying to suppress a mischievous grin. What's she up to? Hey, Kirumi, what did you forget? Kirumi lied. Huh? Kirumi lied about forgetting something. Then why did you have to come back here? Hehehehe. No. That's it, I'm leaving. Hold on. Kirumi firmly guides my arm and pulls me back. Kirumi isn't done laughing sinisterly yet. Oh. That's it, I'm leaving. Now Kirumi is done. Now that we're alone, Kirumi will promptly brief you on the details of our strategy. Strategy? Right, strategy. Strategy? Yep, strategy. Strategy? Right. Did you know that there's 2 types of ways to enjoy a test of courage? No, I didn't. Huh, really? 1. Try to get scared to your heart's content. 2. Scare others to their heart's content. Oh, I get it. Right, and you see, Kirumi was thinking she'd like to fully enjoy it by trying the latter method. You want to scare the others? Bingo, but in order for that mission to work, Kirumi needs a partner in crime. And for that role, you pick me? That's right. Therefore, Kirumi has deducted that step 1 of the operation is for you and her to become a pair. Deducted, you mean deduced? Shut up, you nitpicking clown. Anyway, when the time comes, Kirumi will suggest, let's try dividing people into pairs through rock, paper, scissors. If we do that and it's your turn for rock, paper, scissors, use rock, okay? Huh? Because Kirumi is also going to be using rock. Well then, what's step 2? Well, Kirumi will have to wing it once we get there. Some plan, you've already hit a dead end. Oh, whatever, let's bounce. The graveyard is dimly lit by the pale moon. Half the moss-covered tombstones are either half fallen or completely fallen to the ground. The air is cool and damp, and in spite of the relatively warm weather we had over the past few days, well then, let's get the show on the road. None of us answer Kirumi, who seems indifferent to our plight. Everyone exchanges worried glances with each other. Is it too late to turn back now? Is a question we all seem to be asking ourselves. Geez, everyone's so scared, it's alright. Even if by any chance you happen to get possessed by a ghost, Kirumi will refer you to a famous spirit medium. Kirumi's reassurance only scares us further, for it reminds us that we could be playing a good game of Ace Attorney instead of Never7, clearly her intent. Well then, let's get right to dividing the pairs through rock, paper, scissors, okay? At that instant, Kirumi and I make eye contact. Just as we had planned earlier, we prepare to release rock. Right, ready, set, rock, paper, scissors. Go. Everyone releases their hands simultaneously. I have rock. Haruka has paper. Yuka also has paper. Izumi-sans also has paper. As expected, Kirumi has rock. For now, one pair has been decided. Kirumi-chan and Oni-chan. Kirumi looks towards me and mouths a silent thanks. Well then, this time around, Yuka-san, Izumi-sans, and Haruka-san can only use rock or paper, okay? Huh? Why's that? Why can't we form a group of 3? Bzz, bzz. Wrong-amundo. According to the Japanese Test of Courage Awareness Club rulebook, this year's edition, during a test of courage, there may only be groups of 2. That's how it is. You've got to be kidding me. Ready, set, rock, paper, scissors. Why did I pick that one? When I quickly peep into the ring of 3 hands, I see that while Yuka picked rock, the other 2 picked paper. So in conclusion, we have our pairs. Kirumi will now explain the rest of the rules. Kirumi lays out the rules. There's an old well somewhere in this graveyard. 2 of you will team up to look for it. If you find it, sign your names on the wall of the well with a pebble as proof. If you can do that, you can return to the start point. Well then, group number 1 heading out. Kirumi in high spirits grabs my hand and runs ahead. Good work. Thanks. Well then, what will we do? About what? About the plan. Truth is, the others weren't the ones I was trying to scare. The one I'm trying to scare is you. Well, I'll choose this, but I won't read either of these. Excellent. Warning, this game contains flashing lights, loud noises, and lots of jump scares. 5 Nights at Kirumi's. I presume I do a game. Or something. How does the controls work? I haven't played 5 Nights at Freddy's. I don't know how this works.
Hello? Hello? I wanted to record a message for you to help you get settled in on your first night. I actually worked in that office before you. I'm finishing up my last week now, as a matter of fact, so I know it can be a bit overwhelming, but I'm here to tell you there's nothing to worry about. You'll do fine. So let's just focus on getting you through your first week, okay? Let's see. First, there's an introductory greeting from the company that I'm supposed to read. It's kind of a legal thing, you know.
Suddenly, I found that I had woken up from the horrible nightmare I had been trapped in. I reeled from the memories, recalling one or two fully unique scenes that can lead here. One of the two, okay. Wow, a unique scene for each choice? That sounds cool, I should check that out. Anyway, time to depart from the realm of Never7 creepypasta once and for all. Oni-chan! Hey, Oni-chan. Geez, if you don't wake up soon, aren't you going to be late? Late? Once I realized the meaning of those words, I frantically jumped to my feet. Kirumi? Eh? Hey, what? Would I be late for? If only I'd realized it sooner. But this is something Kirumi wanted to try just once. Gaslighting? Kirumi isn't sick. She's twisted. Ooh, that was delicious. I'm done. I ate delicious breakfast off screen, and unfortunately did not involve any fried chicken from a certain fast food restaurant. Huh. Now that I think about it, I don't see Okuhiko anymore. Where did he go? It's like the guy got tired of his own joke. Who? And then I remembered my romantic rival's tragic fate. So, what are you planning on doing, Yuka? I was thinking of going to see the cherry blossoms. And now that she mentions it, that's right. I passed them when I was following Kirumi to that park. You don't do this because this, if you go with Kirumi, go with Yuka, nothing could possibly happen. Even the Azume Curé, except you end up in Yuka's route. Which is like your doom. No one wants to end up in Yuka's route again. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure I removed the scene where they showed that off, because Kirumi wasn't on screen, so I didn't care. Cherry blossoms, huh? Well then, what about you, Haruka? Where are you going? Well, Kirumi is going to Princess Beach. Gotta hear her out all 3 times. Kirumi is going to Princess Beach to catch crabs. Oh, catching crabs, are we? Well, I've heard her out. That's good. It doesn't ask you 3 times. So, Haruka, where are you planning on going? Kirumi is going to catch 2 crabs. Oh. Kirumi is going to catch 2 crabs and make them crab sumo on the beach. Oh, making the crab sumo, are we? Wait, that's what is crab sumo? Well, it's pretty self-explanatory, but all right then, Haruka, what are you doing? Kirumi will be refereeing for the crab sumo. Kirumi will be, and she'll pet the winner. Oh, really? That's about the time I got strict. By the way, what are you doing, Haruka? Kirumi will well, Kirumi is going to Princess Beach. I wonder how long it will do this. Now this is the joke. Okay, now I get the joke. I wonder what happens if you just keep doing this. Except it's like... Is there like a bonus thing that happens if you click this, like... like 100 times? Well, this is me, I'm willing to try. Shut up, no one asked you. I immediately scold her. You're supposed to get stuck in an infinite loop with Kirumi forever. Foiled again, Kirumi has no choice but to let the plot advance. So where are you going today, Haruka? I asked Haruka this with a straight face. I'm going fishing. I see, fishing, huh? Did you guess I was going to talk about going fishing? Did you guess? One way or another, it seems Haruka has a lot of fun yesterday. I see. Yuka will go watch the cherry blossoms, Kirumi is going to Princess Beach, and Haruka is going fishing. Azumi Sans is working at Luna Beach today. Kind of think about it, there's something about Kirumi that I'd be interested in asking her. Well then, where should I go? The problem is, in order to get into Kirumi's route, you have to go to Luna Beach. That's the, they're going to parody the whole guide dang it thing. You suck. I wanted to go fishing with you for 16 hours again. You too good, you too good for Haruka, huh? Yeah, get out of here, loser. I look for Kirumi. I look in the bedrooms, the loft, the kitchen, the bathroom, the bedrooms, even the garbage can, just to be safe. Imagine if you found Kirumi in the garbage can. That would be absolutely hilarious. Alas, no luck. I put on my shoes and go out the front door. Found her. Kirumi is leaning on the fence of the terrace, gazing out the ocean. Kirumi? What is it, Oni-chan? Kirumi, you're going to Princess Beach, right? Yeah. Let's roll. This is the wrong choice for this.
Mr. Crab.
Okay, yeah, that was the character they were talking about. The character from Danganronpa 2. I forget her name. It's basically because she was not very memorable to me anyway. Now with that done, it was time to go home. Except that was the wrong way, though. And by home, I meant we're going, like, the original, the Kirumi route, you don't go to Princess Beach with Kirumi. That's like, it's like backwards. Anyway, and by home, I meant we're going to a barbecue, I guess. I probably deleted the scenes between the beach and barbecue on accident. Everyone is holding their own paper cup. Inside them is ice-cold beer. Talking about girls. Talking about trucks. Running them red dirt roads out, kicking up dust. However, Kirumi and Haruka have orange juice. Kirumi, Haruka, orange. Orange girls, good. Well then, shall we make a toast? Toast sounds delicious right now. The one of laid off the toast will be, right, I do know. I don't even know who people are. I don't only realize it just now. I must not have realized it because everyone's acting so naturally. Saki is back. Uh-oh. Kirumi, come here. What? When everyone else becomes engrossed in a conversation with each other, I pick that time to casually call Kirumi over towards a nook. This may be an abrupt question, but... Oh no. I quickly glance towards the circle of people that I've now formed by the plate. Yes. I go back to the circle with everyone. Just then, Haruka suddenly speaks. This. Haruka dangles a slightly dirty, clear plastic bag in front of her. Inside is a wiggling group of small, living creatures closely packed and jammed in the bag. Everyone's jaw drop. What are those? Sorry for referencing a meme that's 5 years out of date. I just watched Black Panther for the first time yesterday. Sea roaches. Haruka quickly answers. What do you intend to do with them, Haruka-chan? Soon enough, she responds with, eat them. Huh? Anyway, huh? But they might be surprisingly tasty. Kirumi mutters this. Epic. There's no way something like that would be good. Just stop talking, you vile woman. Shall I try grilling them? Hey, listen to what people are saying. Grill them, grill the sea roaches. Don't grill them. Haruka ignores her, please. As Saki protests, Haruka had almost finished opening the plastic bag. And opening the plastic bag opens up, and the large group of sea roaches scatter. We all panic and begin to frantically run away. We're like spiders running away from a fire. Fortunately, none of the sea roaches land on top of the iron plate as they scatter away. And before long, we've all disappeared in the direction of the rocks. Hey, it's all right now. Then they hear my voice, everyone timidly comes back. Sheesh, Haruka, Kirumi-chan. As soon as Yuka comes back, she cries in a thunderous voice. But we wanted to eat them. Haruka and Kirumi slumped their shoulders in disappointment. Incredible. I actually did a standing ovation for this scene. It was that good. After about an hour had passed since then, I guess you could say the party's in full swing. On contrary to what you'd expect, it seems that the sea roach incident only caused everyone's hearts to become heated up. Particularly from Yuka. Beer goes well with barbecue, doesn't it? Right? To her, a 1 short hour must be more than enough time to get plastered. Kirumi-tan, you want a drink? As she says this, she takes Kirumi's paper cup filled with orange juice and tries to pour in beer. Hey, don't encourage minors. Sheesh, you're a Puritan hack. Shut up. Okay, Yuka didn't really say that. That's just the author's personal thoughts on the matter. That's not my thoughts. If you're like that, you're gonna wither away soon. You'll be like a yes, she take. Just then, suddenly Yuka tries to bend herself forward and points at my lightly burnt hand. She points at me using her middle and index fingers. Eyes have just come up with something amazing, huh? What do you call a burnt Ishihara? What? It's a joke. What do you call a burnt Ishihara? An okay. Yuka-san, sorry, but it's not really that funny. Actually thought it was hilarious at first, but if Kirumi says it isn't funny, then I guess the joke sucks. Sorry, Yuka, I don't make the rules around here. Huh, you kidding? Even though I fought it with Rat or Cleaver? Boo. She's booing again. Well, for the time being, I'm relieved. If Yuka and Kirumi were in perfect sync, then I'd fear for the future of my diaphragm. Because I would be laughing so hard. Get it? Maybe I get it. I didn't add those extra stutters in between the S's. That was in vanilla, too. Drunk Yuka just rules. Denash dish. Yuka's eyes sparkle. And at that time, with this time, Saki's the one who commits a blunder. The instant she tries to transfer the paper cup in her right hand to her left hand, her hand slips. The beer splashes over Yuka, who is standing right next to her. From her chest to her lower sections, almost her entire body has been soaked by a large amount of beer. Hey, Saki. Sorry. Everyone becomes completely silent. I feel like this is the wrong person to the wrong person, but whatever. Hehe. She giggles. You're laughing. Why don't you go beat up more small children? That's true, she did, didn't he? But also Izumi did, so. What's your problem? My problem is that I have to be near you, Saki. Urgh. Finally, Izumi-san raises her voice, unable to watch any longer. The same gentle Izumi-sans. Her roar immediately shuts us up. Can we just write this gall out of the story again? Yes, we can. Let's just say that Saki left the barbecue and got run over by a truck on the way home. Good riddance. As Saki left, she accidentally dropped something. I look on top of the sand. Sprawled on the beach is the beef bag, the bag full of beef that we all paid Izumi-sans to buy. Except we didn't actually pay her in the story, but whatever. So she's a thief too. She really is just awful. Beef bong. The beef left on the sandy beach looks artificial like waxwork. The beef from the beef bong. 1 minute, 2 minutes, and even 10 minutes pass without a single person opening their mouths. Whoever wrote this had never sat down and done nothing for 10 minutes. That is utterly absurd. Consider this Exhibit A of Never7 writers having zero concept of time. Exhibit B, which is unfortunately in a different route, is when Yuka cries on Makoto's shoulder for literally a full hour. Come on, writers. Anyway, it's insane. Everyone quietly cleaned up and carried the tools back to Luna Beach. Somehow or other, we all wandered off into our respective bedrooms. I'm completely exhausted both physically and mentally. Though I don't want to, I find myself drifting off to sleep. Despite my efforts, I lose consciousness in the blink of an eye. Suddenly, I hear the sound of something bursting open. Surprised by the sound, I frantically jump off the bed to my feet. When I look towards the door, I see Izumi-sans. Kirumi's gone. Izumi-sans gathers the four of us in the living room and tells us what happened. So, you guys left, and I got in the shower, and I threw the water on myself. And then I was done. I went up the stairs. Well, I got out of the shower and then went up the stairs. There isn't a stairs in the shower. Okay, actually, I dried off and put my clothes on before going up the stairs. I put my clothes on. Now, not gonna run around without those yet. I ain't got some kind of fan service. Well, except that big old that I'm in. Well, don't talk about that one. Anyway, get out of the shower, then dry off them clothes, and then I go up the stairs, right? And then, what was the point of the story? Kirumi-chan's gone. Yes, that I kind of forgot there, I tried searching by myself. I tried all the places that came to mind. Inside the shop, actually, that was the only place I checked. I couldn't think of any other place, Duder. Do you know of any other places Kirumi-chan would go? Do you have any clues? Oni-chan, Kirumi literally followed you here. She even asked you where you were going, but you didn't answer. Oh my, you're... Oh, did I do that? I can't believe I did something like that. I didn't even see you there. I don't know if there's ever a voice acted songs and what his voice sounds like. I never played Undertale. That's funny. I can't believe I went and did that. I can't stop laughing. I'm gonna suffocate. Ooh. Are you done? No. It's so funny. Why do I even do something like that? Kirumi is done. Kirumi is done. You're done. Done. Ding dong. What are you talking about? I don't even know. I'm going home. Need a nap. Kirumi is so sorry. She'll go now too. With that pressing dilemma taken care of, I guess I go back to bed. Suddenly I wake up. It's not like I had a dream, but more like a nightmare. I heard a loud sound. I just somehow woke up for no reason. I take a look at my watch, which is placed on my bedside. 2:50 a.m. I decide to go to the beach because that's what I have to do to advance the story. When I come to the my senses, I'm walking along Moon Beach. I see something out of the corner of my eyes. On the roof of Luna Beach, someone is sitting down, hugging their knees. Love how the bell is completely omitted from the story. It's Kirumi. Hey, Kirumi! What are you doing outside in the middle of the night? The sea. Huh? I can't hear you. Kurumi's looking at the sea. I see. Then wait, I'll be there soon. Fortunately, the door of Luna Beach is unlocked. No, carelessly seems to be a more apt term. I muse over this as I walk upstairs to the second floor. In that small room, I can hear Izumi-san's breathing in her sleep. I stealthily open the window to the ceiling and climb up so that I don't wake her. The top of the roof feels much higher than I thought it was when I saw it from below. As I grip onto the roof with both my hands, I move to the timid Kirumi, who sits down beside me. But as I go up, I get the feeling that I should really take a bathroom break IRL before this next scene. Maybe get a snack or a drink too. I have a feeling this one's going to take a while. It's going to take long enough that you may just want to save your game here and stop unless you have a good chunk of free time at the moment. Okay, well, I'll take that suggestion. Sweet, and that will be the end for this recording.